Hey guys, I'm Drew Pizzulo and welcome to another episode of Watch Out. This is the February 2023 episode, and this month we are actually going to review a watch that most people may have not heard of because it's not a Swiss watch, and usually I do watch reviews on Swiss brands. This is actually a German brand, and this is called Junghans. This is the Junghans World Timer. Okay, now this is a very interesting piece in my collection. I first got this last year, right after we did the episode of the NYC Watch Show. We had went down the street, and at the same time in New York City was the Wind Up Watch Fair that is held in three cities: San Francisco, Chicago, and New York, I believe. And in October we were there, and I said, okay, well, that should be interesting. I looked at all the brands there, which was quite a number of brands, and usually in the Wind Up Watch Fair, they range anywhere between 200 and 3,000, and the NYC Watch Show is 3,000 and up. So we got to do two watch fairs in one day, and long story short, Junghans was one of the brands at the Wind Up Watch Fair, and I had heard of them once or twice. I had talked about it probably once with my former co-star Jared on It's About Time, and this was a watch brand I didn't know too much about, but their World Timer was really, really unique, and I really wanted to add it to my collection. They had a 20% off sale at the show, so I did for about $17.50. This model actually goes for about $2,100. There's really no big discounts on it. It's pretty much, you can get it through Junghans' website, or you can get it through a couple of the other websites. Maybe you find it on Chrono24 once in a while on eBay. But this is the World Timer model. Let's get into the actual watch itself. Okay, this one is actually powered by Junghans' own J820.5 movement. It does have a power reserve up to 42 hours. And as you can see, as with most world timers, it is known for having the 24 time zones on the actual dial. It does have the inner dial, which does rotate as the hours pass, so all time zones are accurate. Okay, and right now I am in the New York time zone, and as you can see, it is 5 o'clock here. You could also see it on the dial. It does measure up with the 5 o'clock time zone, which is a 24-hour time zone, which 12, obviously, plus 5, it's going to be 17 by New York, where it currently sets. Okay, this is the case is, it's a 40 millimeter watch, 10.5 millimeter lengthwise from lug to lug. And normally this would come with a leather strap. I personally had the metal one put on it because I think it looks a lot better, and I've always preferred metal straps to leather straps, so that is my personal preference. But you can go either way with it. The glass is actually very interesting on it. As you can see, this has a 1960s look to it, a very 1960s Omega look, and if you notice on the actual glass itself, this is what they call a convex sapphire crystal with anti-reflection coating on both sides. So you're not going to get the reflection that you would normally get, but what's really unique is the concave crystal, because it is sapphire. Usually sapphires are flat, where this is actually a lot more expensive to do the concave crystal, which is not something you see on a lot of Swiss brands, but this is something that the German brands, like Junghans, like to do. And the good part about it is 5 ATM water resistant. And that's always good because you can take it in the shower or go shallow swimming with it as well, which is something I do plan to do when I go to Greece later on this year. It does have, as you can see over here, a see-through back. Okay, so you do have the exhibition case back with the Junghans logo on it as well. And like I said, the movement on it is the J825.5 movement. So basically, with this, if you're going to choose the crystal strap, it does. If you choose the stainless steel strap, it does have push links. So basically, again, you need your standard tool to size the band. It does have a double folding clasp, as you can clearly see right there, and it is pretty lightweight. So it does fit on your wrist very nice. As you can see, I have more of a smaller to medium-sized wrist. It does fit quite nicely on the wrist. Junghans had been in business since 1881. They're one of Germany's top brands for watches. So it's one of those brands that you really get to experience that you wouldn't really get to see too many other places. You really only get them at a fair, on one of these watch fairs, or in Germany. It's not something that is massively distributed like an Omega or a Rolex or even like Timex, in terms of you can get them anywhere. This is not one of those pieces, but they do have a lot of different pieces. They have the gyroscope series. They have a lot of different pieces. If you want to look into them, they range anywhere between about $100 and $3,000. Like I said, this is towards the upper end. This is around $2,150, brand new. Kind of harder to find. This is the navy blue dial. I have seen it both in the navy blue and the white. The white is more common. The navy blue is available, but usually just comes with the leather strap. You have to specifically request or buy the stainless steel strap to make it this look for you. In terms of luminescence, doesn't have a lot of it. Has a slim strip on the hour hand and the minute hand, but that's about it. So don't expect any huge luminescence from this actual watch itself. But it is a different piece. It does not have a date. My other Ebel world timer, the Voyager, does have a date. This one does not. It's the only negative about this. I usually wear watches with date. This is the one exception because it is so different and unique. But so that's the only drawbacks to it. There is no date. Very, very, very little luminescence as well. So again, thanks guys for joining me today for this little watch review on the Junghans World Timer watch. If you do want the actual watch model, it is called the Meister World Timer, Meister. And like I said, most of them are usually by special order. So thanks for joining us for this week. We'll be back next month, hopefully, with our March Madness episode. I'll probably think of another topic to do for the March Madness for this year. And look out, watch out. We'll see you on our next episode. Have a good one.